Good afternoon, everybody. Doug Jenkins with the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. We are celebrating another member anniversary this Monday afternoon. Dr. Angela Bateson, DDS, 30 years as a Chamber of Commerce member. That doesn't seem possible that you've been in practice for 30 years now.
1995.
I was
Yeah.
15 at the time.
Yeah.
I think I was just out of braces. So, well, I think that what that speaks to is you have a lot of experience and are the longest sole proprietor or sole practitioner of female dentist in Findlay, which is that's an amazing stat in its own right.
Kind of in one of the first classes that females were making up about a third of our class. So we were kind of one of the on the cusp of that. Now there's probably more than half that are female.
It's yeah, that's talk about all the changes in dentistry. That's
Right.
probably one of the biggest ones right there. Let's talk about how you came to be in dentistry. What made that the career choice that interested you, and we can talk about how you went and built the practice from there.
Well, I had braces when I was a kid, so I just, it changed my life a lot, and I wanted to be able to do that for other people because I knew how much it changed my self-confidence to have a better smile. So I wanted to help other people have that experience too.
Most definitely. And so when you built the practice here, and we're right next to 6th Street and South Main Street, and it's a pretty recognizable building. And that was part of the plan when you built this, is it doesn't look like just a regular
We
office
wanted
building.
a modern office that fit in with Findlay, so we chose block that was on the churches and on Marathon downtown and on Owens, kind of have that influence of the arched roof, kind of like what Owens has going too. So we just kind of fit in with all of our surroundings that have something timeless and that represented modern dentistry, that we'd be doing here so that we could, give patients a whole different experience of, open ceilings, open rooms, just so that lots of daylight streaming in so they don't feel like they're, scared in a small room and
Right.
bright light.
Lots of daylight, unless it's late November, and then maybe not quite as much natural light. You talked about wanting to have a modern experience in the building. Certainly, dental practices have changed quite a bit over the last 30 years. What are some of the bigger changes in the industry that you've seen in your time here?
A lot of digital. I mean, we do all digital x-rays, which are a fraction of the radiation. Everything is for the patient experience and to improve their health. We do scans of their teeth now instead of using the goopy impressions that make them choke. We were one of the first ones in the area to get a scanner, and have been using that for about 7 years now. And then also the laser, we're using the laser so that people don't even have to have anesthetic, so there's no shot. I love using that on kids. I mean, it broke my heart to have to give kids injections. I absolutely hate that. And even a lot of our adult patients or don't want to be numb for a period of time where they have had bad experiences from when they were kids. So we were able to get a laser, and that the light in the laser works to confuse the nerve of the tooth, so it numbs the tooth. So it has a numbing effect. And sometimes people will tell me the only thing they feel is a couple split seconds of the whole filling, 2 split seconds of, like if I bit into an ice cream cone, that little zing.
Okay.
But not even a second. So they were more than happy to feel that than to have a shot. So we have a lot of very happy patients with, and a great experience for now. So now kids don't have to grow up with, having to have shots and being scared of the dentist.
And that is a far cry from when you or I went to the dentist as a kid. That was always kind of, I don't want to say it was a scary experience. Sometimes it was a scary experience.
Well, the materials we use are, more what patients want, with the not having the mercury in the fillings and, not, if they don't want fluoride, then we have those options with no fluoride and, everything is geared towards, I think, the patient's health and what they are expecting and in a modern office.
And as much as the technology has changed over the years, the basics, I suppose, haven't. Brush your teeth and floss, people. This is flossing especially.
Water pick.
Yeah, a water. Yeah, get a water pick. Do that.
Great.
So if somebody's interested and maybe they've just moved to the area, or maybe they're looking for a new dentist or something like that, and they want to come in and have a conversation, maybe have an appointment scheduled, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Well, definitely calling our office, 419-425-0303, or, they can go online and check our office out, batesondentistry.com. We've got a great website. They can schedule an appointment from the website. And from that website, they can, get into their own account. They can pay their bills online. I mean, everything pretty at hand, that we're more than willing to help them when they call the office. So our new patient appointments are 90 minutes. We take a lot of time with the patient. I feel like we're different in that way, that we, are a very patient-centered practice, but give them a lot of individualized attention. So our normal cleanings last an hour for adults and 90 minutes for a new patient.
There you go. Plan accordingly. Well, this has been great coming out. Thank you again for being a chamber member for 30 years. That is outstanding.
Very exciting for me to be here.
And again, you can find more information about the practice online as well. Just go to findlayhancockchamber.com. That is in our online directory. For Angela, I'm Doug. Have a great afternoon, everybody.